Welcome to the Locker, Season 6, Episode 32. Your boy, A. White. Yep. I'm your main man. I might not be your main man. Van might be your main man, whatever.
Oh, get the hell up out of here.
A. White. And we got Van Hales. I'm gonna let Van Hales go. We're gonna let Van Hales go ahead and host the show. But I am gonna start off saying, I don't know. I don't want to keep going regurgitating the same things. We got a good volleyball team. We got a great basketball season that's come up, men's and women. Everybody worried about that contract. I did not really understand. I do now. I got a whole understanding about the contract that Barnhart bought into. And you know one thing? I told you this. And me and you met Barnhart. Well, I met Barnhart before you met Barnhart. But we met Barnhart at the same time. Barnhart ain't the manliest of men. You're not going to bully me to do nothing I don't want to do.
Uh-huh.
So my first handshake wasn't firm, which is fine with me. But I do dictate that with people. Like I've been that way since a young man. I've been that way since like 16. My handshake gonna be firm. Not like I'm break your wrist. And you can get to that point. When you get to that point, that means you trying to overcompensate something.
Mm-hmm.
Because of just a firm handshake meets where it meets. Everybody boom. Right. So I just started getting to realize because all the talk shows, everybody's talking about they want Stoops gone, the contract is this. And Barnhart hasn't done anything wrong. Okay, Calipari let him out of his contract because Calipari felt or know he can get a contract somewhere else. But everybody's holding Barnhart's feet to the fire because he gave Stoops, and see, that's why I don't even want to go down this road. He gave Stoops the rope to do what he did. And the rope you gave him at that point in time, if NIL had not came into play and all these other things, then it may have been different. Because the money they gave him at the time they gave it to him and what he was doing at this university, then was it off key. Now when we get down to the whole 60-day, that's some bully shit. Like that's some bully.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Okay.
No, it ain't.
I'm all ears.
Because look, Anthony, here's the thing. Boy, I can't believe you're right. I'm gonna take us off topic in a minute. Here's the thing. When I wish I could be an agent. When I'm an agent and my
you
client,
can't be an agent.
No, bro.
You could go be one. No, don't do all this bullshit.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, go be one then.
I should say I wish I would have went to that angle early on. Here's the thing. When my client holds all the cards, I have all the leverage. I can basically almost bully you into anything, right? Because what I've done is, what you're gonna do? It's like
take my ball, go home.
Fire me then. Oh, let me go then, and see what kind of heat you're gonna catch for letting me go. I'm the one that won 10 games twice in 4 years. Oh,
right.
You bold enough to let me go? Okay, so here's the deal. This is what I want. If y'all punk ass fire me, I want my money right now.
Pronto.
I want my money right now. I don't want it 10 million over 20 million years. No, I want my money today. Because what I'm going to tell you is I bought in, and I'm staying here until the end of the day. So if I'm going to stay here, I want y'all to feel like, oh, when y'all fire me, something go wrong. Oh, I want my coin tomorrow.
See, you know what? Damn. You know what, man? See, that's why our show done grown a whole lot over the past 6 years, man, because I hate agreeing with you. Man, at the bottom of my heart, man, it bubbles in the bottom of my stomach when I gotta agree with you. If you dating a girl, I ain't gonna say wife, say fiance-ish, and you get her BBL, breast, so and so. Now all of a sudden everybody want her. Hold on. Give me my money back. Now you're attractive, but Mark Stoops made this attractive. And now y'all want to say, give us our money back? Nobody had the expectations they had now. The same way if you just a regular girl, get a BBL, and you get yourself some boobs. All of a sudden, now everybody's after you. Now put it like this. Now, Van, oh, Lord, no, you can't restart now. So, oh, Lord, wait a minute, am I still on?
Yeah, you still on.
Okay, well, my screen done changed because they done put the set. Okay, so the thing is this, Van. If I put all those pieces on you, now all of a sudden, everybody want to court and date you.
Mm-hmm.
I can enjoy what I invested in you, or I know that you are superficial if you want to go somewhere else. So that's where Texas A&M come in. You superficial because we gave you your first chance and you tried to leave us. No, I understood that my time here was done. Texas got more money than you got. They definitely got more money than you got.
A lot more.
They have no problem willing to spend it. Y'all want me to get better than I have been, where y'all have never been, but don't want to pony up. So my point is, man, that's the analogy I come up with. He'd have put a BBL on UK football. It's some C cups. Nothing outrageous. C cups. Now all of a sudden,
crazy.
Well, that's attractive, but we want D cups. Man, when y'all hired me, all you wanted was C cups.
Well, no. And when you start out with a training bra, you start out with a training bra. You were a 28-year-old with just a sports bra on. That's all you can wear. Now, okay, now you try to get to C, but now you want triple D's. Okay. I'm riding with you. I'm riding with you right now.
So like I said, I understand that, but that ain't what I want to spend this whole show on. But that's the topic of conversation now. And the biggest thing is the biggest thing I was going through was man, who is Evandre? Man, come on. Thank you. Man, I don't know where all these intelligent people are. Now, no disrespect. Our faithful, the ones that have been on here, we all been on the same ride. But we got people coming out of the blue like, yes. So, dude, we hired him to do a job. And this is one thing I cannot wrap my brain around. We hired him to do a job, man. And I don't know. I don't know if you've ever hired anybody. Tell me if I'm wrong. He did his job too well. Now, if he'd have kept us at 6 and 7 wins, if he'd have just kept on dragging that, when he started, what? Even with Tim, like you said last week, with Tim Couch here, what was our best record? Now, put it like this. I will tell you this. Craig was a senior. So if Tim Couch would have came back, Tim Couch wasn't guaranteed to have the same season.
No, you're right.
That's why he got his ass up out of there.
Right. Look, this is what I see it as a business owner is this, right? Your business elevates. And now you get to a point where the business is kind of outgrown your abilities. So now what you want to do is now you want to put it on the stock market. So now you have other people vested in your company. That's what it came for us. Is we built it from the ground up. Stoops built it from the ground up almost, right? Then he got to a point of, oh, we need outside investors. Outside investors can potentially cause more problems than just doing the way you were doing it. And that's where we got to the program. We brought in outside investors. Now those outside investors want return on investment of their money.
Right.
That's when you start getting in those 4-star players, NIL, and all that stuff. Now they want return. I need my money. You ain't gonna give me my money. I get the hell up out of here. So it is a thing of, and this is the thing I hate. And then I'm gonna switch it up right here, Anthony, because we have talked about this so many times. This is the angle I hate, and I hear a lot from not just us, but from all media, is that a coach's voice gets stale. He's been here so long, his voice has become stale. Maybe people are not listening to him. I don't know if Anthony's frozen. Here's the thing, y'all. In college, every 4 years, there are a new group of guys. Every year, there is a new group of guys. There is no staleness of the voice of a program from the player standpoint. The staleness comes from the media. It's when you say the same stuff that was okay when we were winning, but now it's not okay when things are not going well. There's no such thing as, oh, this guy been here 12 years. These players have been hearing the same shit over and over again. And now, it's run amok, or it's run its course, because he's been here X amount of years, and now things have gotten stale. It has not gotten stale for the people in that locker room. There are new guys every year, sometimes spring now, but definitely every summer. There's a new group of guys who have never heard the shit that Stoops has said in 2016, in 2018, in 2021. That ain't it. It gets stale for media and fans. That's it. Trust me. Guys in the locker room, it's not stale. So I want people to understand, just because a guy's been here 12 years doesn't necessarily mean that this is the end of the road, especially for a program that goes through ups and downs. Every program, there's no straight line of progress. You're going to do this. Now, some teams bump in the road. It's like that. But some bumps in the roads are like this. And you got to ride that wave. But some people won't. And I understand. And this is what I said this. I'm waiting till Anthony gets back. This is what I want to say. Is I understand. One of my best qualities is to be able to see both sides. I can understand why people want him gone. Hold on, what does Kabi say? Kabi said culture in the locker room is stale. Same as it is with the fans. How do you know the culture in the locker room is stale? Because the culture in that locker room has changed year to year. The culture has not stayed the same. Because the culture when, I'm going to just say this, the culture when DeAndre Square left was different than the culture when Baron Brown and Dion Walker left. That's two different cultures. So that culture is not stale. Culture, look, and I firmly believe this now as a coach. Coaches build a foundation for culture. They can give players the ability to create a culture. But the culture is created by the players in that locker room, period. Culture is different every year depending on the leadership in that locker room. It's different. I'm going to tell you this. and then I'm gonna get off. And then we're gonna get off of this. In 1993, when we had Zane Bean and Marty Carter and Deuce and those kind of players in that locker room, my freshman year, with the same coaches, that culture was totally different the next year, which was totally different the next year. Your culture is not consistent because if your leadership is shaky, your culture is going to be shaky. Your discipline is going to be shaky. Because I'm going to tell you something. There is nothing worse. I've been in this situation. There is nothing worse. I can come off the sideline and look at Coach Smith and be like, yeah, dude, that was on me, right? But when I go to that sideline and I got to look into a senior eyes, and them motherfuckers like, what the? It's totally different. It ain't even in the same stratosphere. Now I'm gonna say this. I'll come off the sideline to a senior class that sophomore year where we had a player come off the field against Florida in the swamp and say, I'm mentally and physically beaten by that opponent. When I went to the sideline with that team, it was like, man, fuck y'all. Y'all, I'm just being honest with y'all. This is from behind the curtains. There are some senior classes, some leadership, where you are afraid to come to the sideline when you fuck up. There's some senior class where I'm blowing up on your ass. I dare you say something, because you ain't doing shit out there either. So
no, that's a buck. That's a buck.
I'm just saying, if y'all want to, culture is not for the coach. The coach allows the culture to be, allows the players to own up to the culture, but the coach is the culture. It ain't the same every year. I promise you on that. So, hey, let's get off here because we've been talking about it. Look, man, today, since you got me on the side of the screen, we're gonna go totally off script.
Oh,
Anthony, how old were you when you graduated high school?
I turned 18 3 weeks before graduation.
Okay.
Yeah. I was 18 when I graduated.
All right. And what if you had another year in high school? The reason why I'm saying this is because I'm seeing a lot of kids being held back and graduating within that senior year, they turn 19.
Down there with you? Or you
yeah,
saying just in general?
Because
they do that here.
I know
here in the hollers down here. Oh, they do that on purpose. They hold them back early.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Exactly. They do it on purpose. So Anthony, I want you to explain to me, how would your life have changed if you were able to stay in high school one more year?
It's too many variables. Because my cousins, the twins were 1 year ahead of me. My best friend was in my grade. Now the twins' little brother was a year beneath me. It was a couple of people beneath me that not beneath a year behind. They was cool with, but my big dogs, my boys, was a year ahead of me, and all my boys, like James Posey and all them, was in my grade. So for me to say, y'all go ahead, I'm gonna stay back another year. They wasn't gonna welcome us because we didn't welcome newcomers when we were seniors. Oh man, ask my boys. In basketball, you knew we gonna pass the ball and we ain't got no shot. And they realized after a while, like, well, they ain't passing him, so they leave him. We're gonna give it to you. But no, I would never put my kid through that. I would never put my kid.
Okay, but would you just imagine you came in
as a whole lot better?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
You'd have been a monster. You had another year in high school, you would have been
okay, put it like this, man. If you saw what I did as a redshirt freshman, which would have been that year, so that mean that year you're talking about against a Power 5 school,
yes.
And what I did against a high school team.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. But I ain't.
And you wouldn't have came to Kentucky. Another year in high school? Anthony, another year in high school. Can you imagine? I don't care if your O-line sucks. Can you imagine another year? You just learn what you learned as a junior, which was just, but you learned that as a junior.
Right.
Dude, and I'm going to tell you this. Your boy, I turned 17 my senior year in November.
Oh, you turned 17?
I turned my 17th birthday was almost when the football season was over.
Okay.
If I had 2 more years, Anthony, if I would have had 2 more, if that would have been my sophomore year, y'all wouldn't have been able to tell me. I had my growth spurt from
Wait a minute, growth spurt. How tall are you now?
I'm 6 feet, a little over 6 feet.
So how tall were you before your growth spurt?
My senior year in high school.
11 to 6'1".
No, my senior in high school, when I started football, I was 5'9", 155 pounds.
Senior year?
Senior year, when I started.
Well, yeah.
So,
old mama's.
So
I don't know. I was gonna feed you, boy. You was
so that look here's the part. So that from May until December, I went 6 feet, 185 pounds. I gained weight during the season.
Ooh. Your parents own your parents are chefs too? I thought you said one of your parents may have been a chef.
No.
Oh.
No. My grandmother is my grandmother used to cook for a restaurant.
Are you a chef?
I'm a cook. A chef can make something out of nothing. I can't do that. I'm a cook.
Oh, okay. I thought okay. So didn't you have a restaurant at some point?
I had a catering business.
Catering business.
Yeah, but that's all the stuff that I know how to cook. You know what I'm saying?
What does your wife do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, I'm kind of just saying, like, seeing what the contrast is between the two of you.
My wife was HR until my son turned 2.
I'm with HR, man. Let me get up out of here. I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. I'll holler at y'all, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna make it worse. My wife was DEI of Walgreens before DEI was a thing.
You know, I spent 10 years with Rite Aid, who got bought out by Walgreens.
Yep.
And the reason I stopped being with Rite Aid before they went to Walgreens, because HR got fired because they fumbled the situation. Well, there was the most miserable times of my life. Miserable times of my life. I prefer to go through LAU's like practice before I work for Rite Aid again.
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah. So my wife was I think they call it diversity and something with Walgreens.
Diversity, inclusion, and
no. It was before DEI. It was diversity and something else, and she was going to be so. See now since we're going off the road because so. When my son was born, I moved my wife a little bit further away from her work because I wanted to be on a golf course. So her drive kind of went from like 35 minutes to 50-some minutes. So by the time she came home, she had to prepare for the next day. My wife is a preparer. She wanted to be ready for the next day. So my son always gravitated towards me. Come on, and then we'll have fun. Then I have him all night. I get him up in the morning. I get him ready, get him to my wife. And he gravitated to me more than to her. So then she got pissed and said, nah, I can't do this no more. So she quit working when my son was about 2.5.
Okay. Damn, man. Are you a bigger deal than I thought?
So that's what happened with that. So with that said, though, Anthony, I'm telling you, bro.
And Anderson got to do it. Count. They hacked you, Aaron.
They hacked you.
Go ahead.
My life would not be the same. If I had 2 more years in high school, dude, Anthony, you wouldn't have been able to tell me shit.
I wouldn't want it.
You wouldn't be able to tell me shit. I would have been a 6 foot, 190-pound senior quarterback.
Herb Tyler.
Yes, exactly.
Herb Tyler. Yeah,
exactly. And you just hit what I was Herb Tyler 4 years early.
Yeah.
Right. So I would have played quarterback in college. I wouldn't have played DB. I would have been a quarterback. My life would have been totally different.
I wouldn't go. I didn't know if we was doing candy nuts in here. My point was, I wouldn't do it. My experience with my boys is what they are.
No, but Anthony, you would have never had that experience with the boys because you would have been 2 years younger. I mean, a year younger.
No, my point is, in high school, my best friend was my quarterback.
I know, but you wouldn't have had
I'm not about to let him go. And now if he stayed, I would have stayed. My best friend is, we have been best friends since 2 years old.
Okay, that's different then. All right, that's different.
Ain't no way he gonna be like, put it like this. We made all decisions, no matter what, going to nightclub or going to clubs. We ain't drink at that age or whatever. We're going to clubs. Everything we did was based off of each other. So if he would be like, man, I'm going to, I don't know damn way I'm coming back for another year. And I don't know how many people from Twinsburg watching. And Josh Hagedish be my quarterback. And we run it. Now, I know people got mad on Sunday when I said this, but he's a Caucasian short guy who ain't fast. Now, mind you, me and him was like Tommy Frazier and Lawrence Phillips. Oh, you got to think he played in NFL. Dude, like we ran option. If you want me, you get me. If you want him, like you had no point being is if he left, I was not about to come back and play with Tim Couch an option.
You would have to.
What was it going to benefit that? So I understand what you're saying. What was it going to benefit me if I came back another year and I had a quarterback that was not a running threat? They were just going to come to me.
No, you might have played quarterback.
I didn't play quarterback. I played quarterback.
No, quarterback. Look, because I'm going to tell you why. Warrick Dunn and Kevin Franklin was, what do you call it, lightning and thunder, whatever, their junior year. They lost their quarterback. They graduated. Warrick played quarterback.
I ain't know Warrick played quarterback. I know
Warrick played quarterback his senior year. You put the ball in your best player hand.
K. Frank was that cold?
Dude, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell y'all this. I've had many run-ins with former players that played them in high school. They like to see Warrick Dunn at running back more than K. Frank.
But K. Frank had a little weight behind him, right?
No, K. Frank was.
I've seen him as an adult. He was thicker as an adult.
And yes, I'm look. Now, this is what this show's gonna be. We're gonna go off. K. Frank, dude. When we played Little League, K. Frank was the biggest player. He was the second biggest player on the team. Okay, look, in Little League, you had that weigh-in. K. Frank had to wear a trash bag before weigh-in to lose some of that water weight. Okay, so look, here's the funny part. So when my first game, I had on my whole uniform because it was my first time playing tackle. And their weigh-in was at the top of the stadium. Man, I got to the top of the stadium, had my helmet and everything on. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta take this shit off. Coach like, dude, you good. You put all that shit on. You can wear. I can put my foot on the scale. Put that on. Great. Hey, Frank had to go almost naked. Seriously, to make weight. All right. Yeah. So K. Frank went from that to high school. K. Frank was the smallest of that whole team.
Oh.
In high school, K. Frank, I don't think K. Frank, at 8 years old, from 8 to 18, K. Frank might have maybe gained 40, 50 pounds.
Dang.
Yeah, he didn't gain much weight.
Yeah.
So, but K. Frank, dude, had Boone Williams.
Oh, he can get up too?
He was 100-meter champ, and he was shifty. They were 100, but K. Frank was more shifty. All right. So K. Frank was at that time in high school was the scarier running back than Warrick.
Yeah.
So players hate to see him at running back. They like to see Warrick at quarterback more than K. Frank at quarterback because K. Frank dude was that dude. I ain't gonna lie. So you could have played quarterback.
I didn't even think about that. I always wanted to play quarterback. I don't want to do all that thinking. But if it helps us win, because apparently,
and can you throw it a little bit? You gotta be the greatest.
Hey, hold on. I told you this before. Story time. I told you this before. We in Music City Bowl, Syracuse.
Okay.
Somebody, Dwight Freeney played for Syracuse?
Yes.
So we come down to the end. We gonna throw a Hail Mary. So we come out of the thing. Hal Mummy call it Hail Mary. My last game of my career. Last play of my career. Because we ain't got no time on the clock. Dusty says, all goes Hail Mary. Now we on 840. He
can't throw more than 30 yards.
Wait a minute, day 40. We on R40.
So we got 60 yards back.
Yeah, we 60 yards back. So he come out. I bullshit you not. He come out to him like, man, I can't throw the ball that far. You want me to flip it to you? Yeah, just flip it to me. I'll throw that bitch. But I always asked Hal Mummy to let me go on the center. Because I always wanted to see what it felt like with that. Hey, when everybody, because I'd be like Vince. I feel like I'd be like Vince Young. Man. He was like, I'm gonna flip it to you. So snap the ball. You ain't got no strong rush. So I'm just over there like, oh yeah, here go my chance. It didn't matter. I can show the NFL scouts.
Right.
And so he threw it up. Or whatever. We were supposed to do pitchy woo-woo because he couldn't get it. Probably maybe to the 20, maybe to the 20. Like that wasn't gonna help nothing.
Yeah.
I will tell you this while you're sitting there asking me these questions. You do realize when we played Cincinnati in Cincinnati, your senior year, you never remember playing Cincinnati in Cincinnati?
Yep.
They put me in for the halfback pass.
Okay.
Craig Yeast ran the wrong route.
Oh, shit.
So he's supposed to go in like he was blocking the safety and go back out the corner. So while I'm rolling out, so I had to tuck it. So if they put me in for halfback and can.
Anthony, I'm telling you, Anthony, listen to me. Quarterbacking with an athlete who can semi-throw it, you ain't got to be the greatest thrower. Just be able to be a threat. Dude, you would have the most fun in the world because none of them motherfuckers can stop you.
I always wanted to play quarterback. It looks fun, man. It looks fun.
You can't be stopped because you know there's somebody on that defensive line that sucks. Right? Ain't all four of them great. One of them sucks. And you know which one it is. Dude, it's the most fun you ever had. By far. My deadhead Tuesday. That's crazy.
Back in the South says, you think Brad White leaves?
No, he ain't leaving.
Why not?
Because Brad White had every fucking opportunity to leave.
But I'm saying, no, this show's over. Do you not agree? This show's over. Like, this show's over, dude.
I'm going to say this. And this is the other part. Brad White is going to ride this off till the wheels fall off.
Why? Like, his pay ain't astronomical.
Exactly. It seems like that's his attitude. That's his.
No, he got the freedom here. He has the freedom. He has carte blanche here.
That's his character. I don't think.
But this year, your defense looks like doo-doo. Doo-doo.
You saying the whole defense or just the secondary?
The numbers. Dude, we good on first down.
Horrible on second.
Second?
Horrible.
No.
Horrible. We horrible.
We terrible on third.
No. How can you not be on terrible on third down when it's 3rd and 4 or less?
No, I'm saying on second. No. I seen him get out a lot of 3rd and 8s, 12, 3rd and 12s. Fourth, even fourth.
I'm about to show you what.
Let's see what's up then.
What was the? I'm gonna go back to the South Carolina game, then I go to Georgia one to show you how bad we were on that. I gotta find it first. Dude, we were horrible on second down. It was 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. The whole fucking game. Then it was 3rd and 3.
And we was letting them out of them, or are you saying they was getting the 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 2s?
They were getting the 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 2.
No, sir. You got to show it to me. If that's the case, you got to show it to me. If that's the case,
we played South Carolina a month ago almost. Shit, it's been almost a month, hasn't it?
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, East Row, S Row. I don't know.
When did we play?
A lot of new people showing up. Let's talk about it. Because that's one thing that's why you need to tune into the locker. Because Van always want to act like he right until he come against somebody who right. But one thing you will find out about dealing with me and Van and I guess that's correct. We are reasonable people. Like, no, we not gonna bestow our opinion upon y'all or any of that stuff.
So here you go.
You know, we gonna talk about it. What's going on?
I'm gonna share the screen. So you're just not going by what I'm saying. I'm gonna share the screen for you. All right. First drive, 1st and 10, 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. 3rd and 9, we got off the field, right? Damn, we held the ball the whole fucking damn time almost. 2nd quarter. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 6. Oh, that's us. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 5. Yeah, that's us. 2nd and 10. Then we got a penalty. 2nd and 8. That's all ball. Right?
Okay.
2nd and 11. 2nd and 3.
But you going, so what's happening after them? You acting like
oh, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm sorry. I should go back.
So that means first down. The thing, what you are showing me is defending me. First downs were working.
That's what I'm saying.
Second down, they got him in position, and you didn't tell us what happened on 3rd down. You just
no. I'm saying we suck at 2nd down where they go 3rd and short. Right? Okay, let's go back. South Carolina.
I agree. No, I agree with that. No, I do agree with that.
Okay.
3rd and short or 4th and whatever.
Yeah.
3rd and short and 4th and whatever, we were terrible. But we did a good job on 1st down, keeping them in 2nd. But we let them get in 2nd and manageable. You act like they was converting seconds. I'm not saying they were converting seconds.
No.
I'm saying they were getting in 2nd and manageable.
No, they were getting the 3rd and manageable. They were getting the 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay. So now we're on the same page. No, they were getting the 3rd and manageable because we sucked on 2nd down.
Yeah,
I agree with now. If you go that, now I agree with. I'll stop shit. Yeah, on 2nd down we sucked.
Right.
1st down we were great, and we get them at 3rd and 4 and under, dude. It's hard to stop. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this: the defense is purely on perimeter tackling. We've been talking about this since Ole Miss game. It's perimeter tackling. Perimeter tackling.
Because this is Van show, so we switch sides. This Van show, we've been Van lead the.
Anthony, you know what's crazy? Is no. I didn't think people would notice it.
No, I think they all noticed it.
No, but it's not just one. I thought,
they didn't say nothing. They noticed it. They didn't say that.
Oh, but Anthony and Cobby Cobb, Johnny K, JD, but who the hell is Love 1080? How you recognize it? This is your first time saying it.
That is true. Now that is true. Like I ain't never seen that name ever.
That means you've been in the closet watching, and now you're gonna come out and say something on the outside.
No, that is true. That is true. No, I give you that.
And would know right off bat something ain't right, but someone look like DeAndre, like he wouldn't know. How the hell he know? something else, Anthony. I got two things. Let me do this one first. Let me do this one.
Lord, here you go. Hey, man, don't put yourself in no hot water over there.
You just said you're going to let it be my show right now.
It is your show.
All right. Everybody has something to say, right? About Mark Stoops' buyout. Look at some of these buyouts. Look at some of these buyouts right now, Anthony. I don't think Stoops is even top 20, maybe. He might be 15. Kirby Smart, 105. Look at that. You know what's crazy, Anthony?
We don't want to spend that money. We don't want to spend that money to win. We don't want to spend that money to lose.
But Anthony, you know what's crazy? There's only, I think, 2 coaches, Kirby Smart and Dabo, that's been coaching as long as Stoops. All these other boys are young boys.
Yeah.
Ryan Day is probably the next one, probably. Or James Franklin. All these boys, Steve Sarkisian been at Texas, 4 years? The boy has been there, 2 years?
They don't want to hear that. I posted that on Sunday. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that our tenure. Dude, you don't expect getting a raise at your job?
So all these people complain about Mark Stoops'
in the best conference. Hold on. Let me pull this out, man. The median in the SEC is $8 million.
Yeah.
The median in the Big Ten is $6 million.
Right.
So the highest tenured coach, he should at least be at 8. Right?
Right.
If you highest tenure, you've been there longer than anybody. Right. You set the bar. So you give him another $1 million. Now the one thing I have jumped on board with the fans are that the buyout is kind of ludicrous, but hey man, if you want, hey baby, hey, you got what you do.
But ain't none of these coaches inherited a program where we were at.
Right.
Not one.
Right.
Not one.
Absolutely.
So when I want people to understand, when I, as a coach, as I said earlier, when my client has done what my client has done, I'm not going to let you get rid of my guy easy.
Yeah.
I got all the leverage.
Agent got some money in there too. That's why he put that 60-day joint in there.
And look, and as an agent, I want my money too. Yeah. Well, I want my money over 5 years piece now, or do I want my money now? I want my money now. Because he has done things that's never been done. If you're going to fire me, give me my money.
Give me my money.
All. Give me my money. It's simple. Now, here's the thing. Texas A&M paid Jimbo $70-some million to get the fuck out of Dodge.
73 of them boys.
So if that's the case, what's $40 million? That's almost half.
Yeah.
Simple as that. If you want them gone, get them pony up. It's the simplest thing. It's really just that simple. If you want them gone, pay the man his money.
And if the fans the ones who yelling the loudest, if they want to go,
pony up.
You don't take number 40 millionaires. That don't mean you got to. No, that means that you a millionaire. You probably got 50, 100, whatever. Just get one of them. 40 of y'all, just get one of them. Just get them out of there. Like, make this shit easy.
See, people want to talk about, when you got to pay them. Well, we can't live on past the set. Pay the man his money.
Because that was negotiated. Yeah.
No one is saying. No one is saying. I'm not saying that you got to keep him. You have never heard me say, you got to keep Stoops. What I'm telling y'all is that here's my angle. If you let him go, don't expect immediate results. Okay? Don't expect immediate results. It'd be great if we did, but don't expect it. The second thing is if you want him gone, run him his money. It's simple as that. Run the man his fucking money. If you think you ain't getting the return on investment of the $9 million a year, the man has earned the right for the buyout because of the elevation of the program. If you want him out of here, run him his fucking money. It's really as simple as that. You can't have it both ways, as back in the South. You can't have it both ways. Well, you can't have it both ways this way either.
I'll say this. And this is what people need to understand. This is one thing Van and I think we are good about doing, which a lot of sports shows may or may not be good about doing. I will say this. Now, all y'all people over here talking about Mark Stoops negotiated a contract. And this is one thing we all know. Now, if y'all have been kicking this same dust up when y'all gave him that contract saying, no, this is bullshit. We shouldn't give him that. Nobody. Van, how many people kicked up dust when they gave it to him? Because at that point, the trajectory where it was supposed to be going.
There ain't no dust.
Now, I do get behind y'all who's saying once he got the bag, he done, because you can say about Kawhi Leonard, you can say about a lot of people. What's your boy? Who was at the Browns that was getting all the massage and happy endings?
Watson, Deshaun Watson.
You can say that. So I'm saying you can say that. Mark Stoops ain't showed the game changed in front of him. Mark Stoops was making progress. The game flipped upside his head. I told y'all 3 years ago, 3 or 4, whatever, that it was going to change the landscape of college football. Some great Hall of Famers have retired from football because of it, because of the transfer portal, NIL, whatever the case might be. Point being is, what the contract Mark Stoops signed at that point was not a bad deal. Y'all want him out of it. Here's the problem I got. I ain't gonna say y'all because a lot of y'all on our side. So when I come at y'all like that, when I'm saying y'all, just shake it off.
If it ain't you, don't wear it. If it ain't you, don't wear the comment.
Now that's perfect. Point being is, he was worth it when we paid him. When we paid him, it was worth it, and it shows up now because if nobody wants to acknowledge it, $9 million is right in the middle of the SEC. It is anywhere between 6 and 8 on pay scales. And he's right in. Now, mind you, he's not coaching like it now. But where he was going, and I think you can either give him a chance to recover from NIL. You know who else took a lump when the game changed? Nick Saban. I'm not saying NIL. I'm saying the game changed as far as, just 3 yards in the cloud of dust and play tough defense. No, we got to throw this ball around. We got to spread them out a little bit. We got to do something. Nick Saban started putting receivers in the NFL. Point being is, everybody's upset that Mark Stoops is making the money he's making. And he should be making that type of money because there's nothing. Only problem that anybody can have, and everybody's saying it was a 60-day buyout. Whatever. What is it, 60? Yeah, 60-day payment, which our athletic director signed on it. So at that point in time, it was cool. Had this ship not sank, had NIL not come into play, it might be a little different. Point, huh?
Go ahead.
No. So point being is, and we said this for the past couple of weeks on this show, man. Like I said, and Van stated it so eloquently out on the onset of the show. We act like, no, let's get rid of him. Let's start over again. Like Pruitt having a whole situation over there with a team that got multiple national. Like we just started scratching the surface of even the SEC championship game. But now we're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna start all over again. Okay. And here's the problem. Here's the problem, fan base. If we want to do that, and I'm telling you, I know this from coaches, and I know Georgia was playing NIL before NIL was a thing. Before NIL, they had It was like $80 million was unaccounted for. All right, well, no wonder your program turned around. Now you got a tradition, people want to come. So if we ever want to get to it, it is on the coach's son. It's more on our fan base. If we want to win, if we want to get Stoops, pick one choice. Put a bunch of money in on getting Stoops out of here. Then you got because the money you're gonna save from Stoops, because we won't have to pay nobody $8 or $9 million to come in. We can get around 6 or 7.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, probably 6'5", somewhere in there.
So you do that, then we can do that. If you want to get them out, or we can put in and get them the players, the Jimmys and Joes, because we got the Jimmys and Joes now. But I do think there's a couple of coaches on the staff that may not be cutting the mustard. And I ain't gonna call them out.
I got 2 more things. Here's the thing.
You the host today.
Yeah, here's the thing. We have only been successful in a Stoops era when we had a quarterback. Period. We ain't talking about an elite quarterback. A quarterback that was perfect. We haven't had an elite quarterback since Andre Woodson. No, since Mike Hartline. I won't call him elite. No, since Andre Woodson.
No, Terry was elite till he got hurt. Terry was doing special things. He was doing special things.
So I want you to understand, Steven Johnson was the heartbeat of that team.
Right.
That's how we got. Well, Steven Johnson, we don't ever get to the point that we are. Terry Wilson had an elite ability with his legs.
Right.
That was 18 wins. Will Levis had strong arm and legs, but he had one down.
Right.
So these last few years, we haven't identified quarterback. All these other teams, name any team that's in the top 5 that doesn't have a damn good quarterback. You can't win without a quarterback. We haven't had a good quarterback. Here's the problem with Stoops, and his issue is, if you believe in Cutter, he ain't got enough time for Cutter to develop the right way. That's it. Simple as that.
Hardline can't get him straight,
dude.
If he's probably the most productive quarterback in the history since Andre.
Right. Anthony, Cutter Boley has 130 attempts as a quarterback in 2 years. There ain't enough reps. The same thing, Steve Sarkisian, quarterback whisper, is happening with Arch Manning. It's the same issue we have with Cutter. The ability to process on game day. Totally different when plays are scripted. Sometimes it's scripted for a defense that is perfect for the play. All that shit. It's not like that in the game. You don't have corners. You don't have scout team corners that can mimic Texas real corners, whom are damn good. You ain't got a scout team defensive end that can mimic Texas defensive ends. Like that kind of stuff, when it goes to Saturdays, man, it is a whole different animal. So the problem is we can't allow Cutter to develop. It's really as simple as that.
Lively conversation going on over here.
Boy, if you really think don't let me pull up the rankings of Auburn on the recruiting scale. Auburn is right in the middle. They're not top 5. They're not bottom 5. They're right in the middle. So if you think Auburn has the best talent in conference, I can sell you down ice cream on down in the North Pole, because it's not that level. The top 5 is your boys, Georgia, Tennessee, LSU, Texas, every year. It's going to be every year. Auburn is not even close to being top 5. Anthony, I'm going to show you this. Can I share the screen? All right. These are the salaries of, as Anthony was saying, Mark Stoops is with Heupel, Drinkwitz, Kiffin, and just those three. And Stoops has been there 12 years. Heupel's been at Tennessee how many years? 4 maybe? Drink maybe 6 maybe? Like all these guys are half the lineage of Stoops, and they making the same amount of money.
And you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it. Venables he may or may not come up out of it. Napier is failing. Napier is failing.
Just got there.
Elko, shit,
brand new.
Freeze just now getting a new shot. Sam Pittman gone. Like there's nobody beneath them that should be making more than that's just a conference pay scale.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not talking about the national. That's just that's why I led off with that our conference average is 8 million. Where the Big Ten is 6 million.
There's national. Deion Sanders been at Colorado, what, 3 years?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. It hasn't won as much as
a terrible conference.
And he's at a worse conference. He's at 9 million right now, $25,000 away.
What is Matt Rhule?
Where's Matt Rhule at Nebraska? Not a damn thing. He's at 8.5.
Yeah, he's paid where he needs to be paid. Now, Cristobal might want to be the one over here arguing.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Now, Bill Belichick at North Carolina. Think of what North Carolina return on investment is. They pay that man $10 million.
Hey, they see some of the worst years and they
come on
history they program.
But no. Mitch is the only one that writes badass contracts. He's the only one. The only AD with shit ass contracts.
I am with the fan base though, Van. I am with the fan base. It may not be that how much he's making. That's what I was stuck on, how much he was making. Now, and like I said, our fan base gonna change because they was mad if he was gonna go to Texas A&M, or you was gonna leave us to Texas A&M. What happens a year later, man? Oh, we don't want you. We should have been calling Texas A&M. Oh, he's great, man. The kids love him. The fan base love him. He does this, man. He can throw a steak back, man. I'm trying to tell you. So he wanted to go to Texas A&M. We ain't like it. No, I will say this. I will say, like you just pointed out, he's paying what he should be paid. Only thing you can fault Barnhart about is buying into that 60-day clause. But at that point in time, this dude had us at
by the balls. He
had the program in places we had never been.
That's what I'm saying. Anthony, can you imagine? You working for a company. You've been a top salesman 12 years in a row. And now you can go to the negotiation table. Dude, that's what I've been saying back. They're in the middle of the road. We have 16 teams. There's 7. They middle of the road. 7 is one place from 8, which is smack down, middle of the road. I can say Auburn don't have no talent, but Auburn is middle of the road.
Yep.
They're middle of the road. But Auburn fans think they're better than what they are. If Cam Newton does not have to leave Florida and winds up at Auburn doesn't win a national championship.
We almost beat Cam Newton and Auburn down here. We had them on the road.
Yes. So Auburn fans think they're better than what they are. They have a little brother complex because of Alabama. They just do. They just do.
I will say this, Van. And this is one thing I really want our fan base to. I mean, and I'm saying this just as a former player. Like, there's certain things that people do and people be in awe of. Boone Williams, you could be in awe of. Benny Snell has done something. Shit, Lynn Bowden done some things you can be in awe of. There's a lot of people who do some things to be in awe of. Then there's a certain point in time where you realize, damn, that motherfucker was just different. Like, I like Boom. I wish he would have came back for another year.
Yeah.
I think he thought because he couldn't run between the tackles and the NFL is just so fast, like side to side, I ain't going to get it. You got to find a crease. You got to be able to hit it, and you got to be able to break through arm tackles. I don't think it's big enough for that. But shit, you find them open space, them gaping holes he was running through. Point being is, I'm going to stay with me now, y'all. Point being is, I wish he would have stayed just so that would have showed the scouts that he played his 4 years out. When you leave early, it shows them that you think you're ready. They know that you're not ready. But if your mindset feels like you think you're ready and you get there and you find that you're not ready, who's going to eat the bullet? Now, if you stay 4 years and you go and you be like, okay, he's not ready, we're going to develop you. But if you leave early, that shows them that you think you're ready and they may not be able to develop you. So point being is, so I'm saying all this to say when this comes up, what's exciting or promising about this coaching staff? Vondre, I give it to you. I got you, dog. I ain't got no problems with you saying. All I'm telling you is, if you are a UK fan and anybody watching this podcast, this telecast, whatever the hell we got going on, if you feel as if what's promising about right now, there may or may not be anything promising about this team. But where he went to, he came in the middle of a change of a whole climate. Can you imagine going from, and I don't want to do no politics. I know I said this last week. Can you imagine going from Barack Obama to Trump? We're not doing no politics. We definitely not doing no politics. But I did have people calling me this week saying they government officials and they need some assistance in my position. Or they government people and they need help. Point being is sometimes you don't have control of it. You got to adapt. Is he going to adapt? I'm with you. Now, fan base, I'm with y'all. Can he adapt? I don't think he's willing to. I think he's too well compensated. Maybe he probably may not. So I'm with y'all on that. But to act like, well, he wasn't this, he was. Yes, he was. He was all of that. And Ben, you got a bag of chips over there?
No.
Do you? Oh, okay. Because if you did, I'll give you a bag of chips.
No. I have something to say. Because people just, back in the South, I love you, brothers. Thanks for watching and creating a banter. I want people to understand this. Florida, and this is why it's so tough. Everyone knew Florida had the toughest schedule from the beginning of the season. Right?
Right.
The only bad loss on Florida's schedule is South Florida. And look what South Florida record is. Right?
Right.
This is who Florida lost to, Anthony. Ranked team, South Florida. Lost to LSU, ranked team. Lost to Miami, at Miami, ranked team. Lost to Texas A&M, ranked team. Guess where all those losses were? On the road. They beat Texas at home. So for all these people, for big and South, well, they got to top this kind of recruiting class, but losing, God damn, look at who they're playing. That's no excuse, but it ain't like they're playing an easy schedule. Here's the thing. UK does not run a fucking pro-style offense. I don't think people know what a pro-style offense is.
No, definitely
this is not a pro-style offense.
Hey, yeah, pro-style offense is, know what's coming. Like it ain't no window dressing. It's usually.
This is so far removed from a pro-style offense.
All right.
If we're going, now, if you change to probably say maybe it mimics some of what the pro teams are running now.
Now maybe
they're not running pro.
He could be in the blocking schemes, but like you said, the offense itself. No,
this is not a pro style offense. Now, Anthony, what is spread? Do you even know what a spread offense is? Because spread offense does not mean you pass the ball 80 times a game. Spread offense means you spread the defense horizontally.
So you can dictate, so you can get pre-snap.
It's like
data.
You know what kills me too? Like the air raid.
It ain't no deep ball there. They know that's a dink and dunk.
Like these. That's why sometimes I think we need to get football, like honest football minds to do podcasts to show people what the real thing is, because there's too many people, not just you back in the South, because you ain't like, there's so many people who say things because they hear it from somewhere else. And you know what? Got me? I told our quarterback this today. He came up to me and said, "Coach, man, I hate checking down. I don't want to check down." I'm like, dude, you don't know what a check down is. Like, a check down is running back. If it's a blitz or whatever, he checks to make sure there's no blitzer. Then he releases. That's a check down. A check down is not an arrow route on a flop concept.
That's your last resort. Like, how you not like it? That means you ain't got nothing else available.
But Anthony, there are a lot of people that don't understand what a check down is. They just think it's a ball.
Keep taking them hits. If y'all bring me down there, we'll keep taking them hits. Don't use your check down. Keep taking them hits.
Some people think a check down is like just a 2-3 yard arrow route. No.
Yeah, like that's your first read. Yeah. No, that's if all else fails, that's your savings account.
But Anthony, that's where it gets down to still that people, there are a lot of narrative. It's just like track. There are a lot of online social media people that put some shit out there and says that this is a good track workout. There is no such thing as a great track workout. A track workout is based on the person who's on your track team or the people on your team. Every track runner is not the same. You can't do a collegiate track workout for most high schools unless you build up the foundation. Like, there's people say shit and don't really know. And that's the thing that bothers me, is that I think, but the thing about it, if you get like high level real athletes who are more teachers, that people are like, oh no, that's not true. How dare you how dare you say a damn Pro Bowler don't know what the fuck he's talking about?
Right.
So I'm gonna put it to this. So this is my segue. And this, I'm gonna share it. This changed my day because how do you share it?
Oh Lord.
Oh, there we go. Kurt Warner, and I'm a big fan of Kurt Warner. I was in camp when Kurt Warner was a backup. And Kurt Warner, as a backup, is who Kurt Warner was as a starter.
Yeah.
He ain't never changed. Ever. Yeah. He was the same person. He was really almost third team. Trent Green went down, and we all know the end of the story. But for me as a coach, Anthony, I always wondered in these 4 or 5 years I've been coaching, why doesn't certain things affect me? Like coaches who only coach high school football, right?
Right.
Sometimes I like looking at myself like, shouldn't I be a little more affected by this? And Kurt Warner put this out today. And basically it's like, my resume allows me to coach in a way where I'm trying to get these kids better. Like, the wins and losses are cool, but it doesn't affect me because it doesn't affect my resume. My resume is already locked down. You know, high school All-State, all conference in college, draft pick in NFL. My resume is my resume. So my career isn't dictated by these 15 or 19-year-olds.
Yeah. No,
I just want them to enjoy their high school experience like I did. And I'm looking at it like he said, like Kurt said, I wish everyone had that luxury or took more of the approach that I take, because it will make high school sports a little better. Because I'm going to tell you right now, high school sports has taken a change on all levels, on coaching and players.
Yeah.
Not just on the players, because coaches want to say, oh, these kids are blah, 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 blah. Whatever whatever narrative they want to put on kids. Coaching has also changed. So for me, I read that and it made me feel better today because I always like, dude, why don't I have the same outlook? It's because, like the great Kurt Warner said, it is the greatest blessing I had in that situation that my resume was not going to be written based on how many high school football games we won. And that is a bar because there's a lot of people whom are coaching. And this is what I'm going to get at. Then Anthony, I'm done hosting. This is what I'm going to get at. There are a lot of college players that are getting hurt because of high school coaches worrying only about wins and losses, not about making sure that kid is prepared for the next level. Because once he leaves your ass, the guys on the next level, they don't really care as much as your high school coaches do. So if you don't give him the tools and the work ethic and not just let him get by with bullshit because he's your best player, he's going to win you the most games. Those guys goes to college and they end up like one of the guys that we have on the team now that can't play anymore, that just can't get it right.
Yeah. I'll say
I'm sorry, Anthony.
Go ahead.
Just backing us off, dude. Every offense relies on execution. Everyone. Shannon Dawson said a long time ago, if the play works, y'all love it. If you think it's not on execution, all this down confuse anyone, I'm going to say this. At the beginning of the season, we were shifting in motion a lot. The reason why you shift in motion a lot is to confuse the defense.
Right.
Make the secondary and linebackers have to talk. You know what we realized after game 1 and game 2? Our players not fucking smart enough to handle shifts in motion. So there you
see
go.
What your leverages are. See. The pre-snap. We're terrible on pre-snap.
There you go.
What's the point of running motion if you're not taking no data in off the motion?
We just had a game. Wasn't last game. Harvey Gilmore on our sideline, and they telling the motion. He looking at them like, what? So Anthony, that's enough. When I played defense, my first year at Kentucky, Coach Archer's first year, we ran 3 defenses, 2 zones, and really 1 pressure. We got 6 interceptions against the great University of Florida. My senior year, we ran probably 12 coverages because we've been in the system.
Right.
So all this shit about, dude, and I'm going to tell you right now, go watch Navy and Army and see how many fucking plays they run.
Yeah.
See, go back to 2019 and see how many plays Lynn Bolden ran as quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So don't give me this offense. I'm going to say it again. Butch Hamden is not Lane Kiffin. He's not Gus Malzahn. He's not he's not any of your top 10 echelon offensive coordinators. But when I see the games on Sundays, we leave a lot of yards and touchdowns on the field because the players don't execute. There are guys butt naked open. So
I don't know who MN Production. There's a whole lot of new faces on here tonight. And back in the South, I'm going to see. So back in the South, this is going to be directed to you. But MN Production couldn't hold his water. So he had to come out and say something. Van House. And this was crazy. And I don't go back past like the 90s. So I don't know. But I'm almost damn certain nobody ran a precision offense as the air raid. Ben.
Yeah.
How many?
You're right.
You may not know how many plays were ran or called or available. How many plays have you seen available to the offensive coordinator during the air raid season? Were there pages and binders?
No.
About what size was the play call sheet?
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, 1997, I came back to University of Kentucky when I'm throwing shots right now. When the university allowed the players that played and wore their uniform to come on the sideline. I was allowed to go on the sideline. Half Mummy had a fucking 3.5 by 5 fucking index card with plays on it. That was all the plays, not these big ass plastic things that coaches wear, like the damn pages and shit. He had, I shit you not, and it still amazes me to this day. This motherfucker folded up, and here's the crazy part about it. It had the rules on it. Had an index card with the rules on the blue lines. He had the rules on it, but he didn't write along the rules. He wrote perpendicular to the rules. He had a 3.5 by 5, and I'll never forget. He came to the sideline. He was talking to Couch, and it wasn't BJ. Who was the third? I can't remember. And he pulled that bitch out. He's like, "Hey, Couch, well, what plays you want to run out of this set?" I'm like, "What's that? There's only like 10 fucking plays on the damn thing." What the fuck? So finish, Anthony. This is the honest truth. 3.5 by 5 index score. If you watch Mike Leach at Texas Tech, Washington State, or Mississippi State, he had the same 3.5 by 5 index score.
I tell you this, and this is why I say this. For like I say, everybody got a reason, and sometimes, and I like our fan base. So you all passionate, y'all want us to win. I will say, like, some of the stuff be outlandish because maybe you don't really understand. And so the whole idea, now Bush Hampton is terrible at calls and play calling. He's terrible at that. But the whole idea, you got to get exotic, you got to get cute. I've always said you don't have to get cute. You get you 5 or 6 plays that you know you can execute no matter what. If you got what's Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State?
Jeremiah Smith.
If you can just throw a fake, go down. If you got Craig Yeast and you can run a 10-yard hitch, we moving the chains every damn time. Point was, so that's why I want to point that out to you. So y'all say we had 6 or 7 plays, just like Moonshine said. We might bring out a different look. We might start off in this set. We might run the Y over into a slot position. The point was, it was all the same damn plays. We were just running in different looks. But when we needed the first down, if you go back and watch put it like this, you go back and watch Andre Woodson's 97 year. 2007 year. You go back and watch Andre Woodson's year. They weren't running nothing exotic. They was, fake the hand up, boom. Stevie, all right. Stevie Lewis.
Josh Heupel's system is about as simple as you can get.
It's gimmicky though.
But it's simple.
It's simple. Yeah.
Simple. It's like I can tell you what they're gonna either run switch routes, they're gonna run a smash. Like every time, the thing about their offense is the tempo. That's it. And they run the ball more than you think. They count the box and they run the ball more than you think. Their offense is about, if we talk about vanilla, their offense is about as simple as it gets. They just spread your ass out 53 in the third yard. They use every inch of blade of grass from sideline to sideline. That's it.
Johnny, I will tell you this, and this is one thing I'm gonna see if Van agrees on. One thing that dictates the game, like our defense, like I said, they good on first and second. Van feels as if they let them get in position on third. I think they play too. Yeah, he might be right. They play a little soft on third. Like, let's keep them in compromised position on second, so third will be ugly. But we let them out of that because we let them out of fourth downs a lot too. my point is this, Johnny. You saying if we win on first down, say a win for me is 2nd and 6. That's a win for me.
That's
and
more
we
than
get
a win.
So we don't get that win, we get 2nd and 8. So you run again, we get third and 6, 3rd and 5. Yeah. That really ain't no. At that point, as an offensive coordinator, if you got 2 yards on the first play and 2 yards on the second play running, and your quarterback ain't talking about nothing, Nathan, you gonna pass the ball. So when you say we need to go, there's a lot more to it. If you get in front of the chains, it's a whole lot easier to do. But if you get in front of, say, I give you this, say you go first down, you pick up 6, so you're on 2nd and 4. You lose, say you go get stopped or go 7, you're on 3rd and 3. Your psyche is saying, we just try to run back to back. Are you going to run it again? So that's kind of where I think our passing comes in. But if we lose on first down, all bets off. If we lose on first down, all bets off.
Here's the thing, Anthony. People also don't understand is that the defense is smart too.
Yeah.
Is when you get into certain situations, we're going to call certain defense.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see situations, even in the NFL, it's 4th and 1, they lose the yard. You know why? Because they know you're going to run it. That's why a lot of teams on 4th and 1 run some type of waggle boot, get an arrow route right in front of them.
Extra on it, yeah.
Because defense, dude, I want us to run the ball more. But when you turn the ball over 5 times in South Carolina game and 2 of them for scores, your run game is out.
Yeah, because they got time. We got time. They got time today.
You are behind the damn chains, and now you can't just milk the clock. Yes, yard per carry. If you start at 25, you get 5 yards a carry. That basically it almost eat up a whole minute of the clock. You down 3 scores. You score, you only get 2 possessions. There's reasons to that's rhyme or reason to it. Yes, against Georgia only got like 11 carries because we got behind.
Yeah.
All our runs are zone runs pretty much. We do some pin and pull, but we do inside zone, wide zone. Those are our 2 primary.
If you behind in the game, I ain't gonna say you gotta give up on the run, but you gotta be run. You gotta be in run. It's okay. So if you breaking off 7 yards to carry on first down, yeah, you can stick with the run. But if you even a good 4 or 5 yards, you really, cause they're on second down, if you only pick up 1 or 2 or get stalemated, 3rd and 5, that's not a rundown for you. That's why first down people play pretty conservative because you got 10 yards to get. Is a lot. That's what, like, it's a lot that goes into it. Like, I think a lot of people think like it's simple. You should just do this. Like Van said, there's defense coordinators who know this, and then there's offensive coordinators. They playing chess. Okay, yeah, you think I'm gonna do this? I got you. And you might get them one time. Then you might have them guessing. But this whole idea that, we just got to run the ball. Put it like this. If we all sitting over here on these computers and we got all the answers.
And because people think it's different what it is. I'm going to tell y'all right now, second quarter, because South Carolina game, I got it. It was 21-10. 21-10. So someone, I can't remember, said, we gave up the run. And 21-10. Rush. 3 runs in a row. So we did not come out the game 21-10, fucking pass the ball. We ran the ball 3 times in a row. I got it 4th and 3. All right. Look, hold on. The next series, run. This is, I hate that they call jet sweep a pass because it's not. I fucking hate that shit. This is run, 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 run. We did not give up on the run.
Right.
Run, run. We did not give up on the run. This is 2-minute drill too, I think. This is why we're 50-some seconds. We did not give up on the run. We did not. Even in the Georgia game, we did not give up on the run. Now, when it got 34 to whatever, you got to pass. I mean, shit. But I just showed you. We did not give up on the run in the South Carolina game. At all. At all. Now, here's the thing. As my coach in college used to tell us, y'all remember all the good plays because all I'm going to remember is the bad plays. All y'all remember is the passes. But damn it, y'all, we run the ball.
Come on, Johnny. Come on, man. Come on, John, man. Are you serious? That goes, hey, man, that goes right along with my statement that I would rather look good and win than to look bad and lose. That's right up there with that.
We ran the ball, y'all. We ran the ball. In that South Carolina game, let me see what. We ran the ball 41 times and threw it 19. So that's
wow. We just have
enough 60-something percent. The numbers are easy. That's 60% run. So even though we got down, we still ran the ball. So the narrative is so not accurate sometimes because if you go by quarters, we passed the ball 9 times in the second quarter, and that was the most times we passed it. We didn't pass the ball at all in the fourth quarter. 4 attempts in the third, 9 in the second, 6 in the first. Tim Couch should throw that man in one fucking drive.
Because he had people getting open. Because he had people getting open.
The first and third quarter, we threw the ball 10 times. Are you telling me Tim didn't throw the ball 10 times in one drive? I guarantee you he fucking did.
Yeah, no, he going to throw a 10 in one drive. Because it's dink and dunk. We dink and dunk.
All right, how many first down passes? First down passes, we threw 5. We ran it 17 times. 5 attempts. And I guarantee you those 5 attempts were on the 2-minute drill in the first half. And you probably sprinkle in 1 or 2. We did not run on first down that much, y'all. It's simple. First down rushes attempt, 17. First down passes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The numbers don't lie, y'all.
Numbers don't lie. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think we getting rid of no coaches soon. So, so here we got a new newbie. Who? Big Blue Rando. No, y'all know one of these.
No, but Big Blue Rando's been around.
I ain't seen him.
He's been around.
Where have I been at?
Y'all.
No.
I know Anthony feels
they need to just let Bush go now, man. I come over there. I come over and do it right now. $900,000. And I ain't calling them a basic Pee-wee. I-32 blast.
How many times has Bush schemed guys open? How many times he schemed tight ends butt naked open?
Yeah.
Those are schemes, y'all. Those are play call to scheme. You can't live off of a coach scheming guys open. Eminem, I'm not. Don't take it personal. It's not about scheming guys open. You can't do that. You cannot live off of. Your guys have to win one-on-ones. That's it. You have to win one-on-ones. See, that's the other thing, Anthony. Let me ask y'all, let me tell y'all about this. And this is what I hate. Someone actually did this. I think Urban Meyer might have done this. I don't know where to find it. Another thing, Anthony, that kills me is the first scripted plays. I don't think people understand what scripted plays are. Yo, it's not a 30 plays or 15 plays. I'm running these 15 or 30 plays regardless of the situation. Can you imagine, Anthony, if my first 3 scripted plays are pass plays, and we get in the 3rd and 1, and my 3rd scripted play is fucking 4 verts? Do y'all think he's gonna run fucking 4 verts on 3rd and 1, even though his scripted plays say run 4 verts? No, y'all. That's another one that what I would say, what some coaches do, depending on, they have scripted plays for situations. We're gonna run these first on 1st and 10. We're gonna try these on 2nd and whatever. Those might be quote unquote scripted plays, but that is not 15 plays that are fucking scripted, and you run those 15 plays regardless of the situation. Because the football game dictates what play you call. What if you like to run jet sweep out of formation, and a formation is to the left side of the center, but the ball's on the right hash. But I call Nashville Y 360 whatever dictate on left. I'm not gonna run jet sweep into the fucking boundary.
It's gonna be a long day, man.
I'm done, Anthony. We'll talk about it.
We're gonna have to get off here because it's gonna be a long day. Because even back in the South is asking, do you want to? So I'm gonna say this: we ain't gonna take no more. We ain't gonna take no more conversations after this because we got to get off. But to this comment, Stoops became a head coach 12 years ago. 12 and something years ago, and some change.
Yeah.
Brought a program that ain't never won shit to where motherfuckers expecting 8 to 10 wins this season. The landscape of college athletics changed to where Nick Saban, Urban Meyer, you name Van House. What's your boy name? From New England Patriots. Bill Belichick came to this level, getting his doors blown off. The game has changed. Now, point being is, if you feel as if Mark Stoops should be able to get us there, that's fine. You're going to get us over the hump. That's absolutely fine. That's cool with me. He got us over the first hump y'all want to get over. We ain't on this shit. You just gonna keep coming over humps. But what about this one? Here, cross this line. So my point is, he got us over the hump. And you can give him some time to figure this out. A lot of people ain't figured out. And I told Van this for a couple years. Now that Dabo came by, the best talent money is available. I think Dabo's ass out of here. Dabo gonna be the next one. It might not be. And I've been on that train for a minute. Because there's some fundamental things about the way Dabo treats his players that I didn't like.
Yep.
So point being is, no, if we want Stoops gone, that's fine. We can bring somebody in new to try to figure this out. But the greats ain't even figured it out yet. Money is equal. Kirby Smart is hot right now. It is what it is. I mean, shit, you got to think, Ryan Day, how much money he spent to get a championship? Maybe that. Wait,
over 100 million.
Ryan Day is up in the tens, ain't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So he bought himself a payday. That's fine. Mark Stoops bought himself a payday, but he worked for it, coming from a 2-10 team. And I understand he may have worn out his welcome. He should have went to Texas A&M. Van, he should have went to Texas A&M. But what would have happened if he'd went to Texas A&M? What would have happened? If we don't get a chance to fire you or send you there, then what happens? No. What Marty Marr used to always say on Martin's show. Nah, don't leave until I kick you out. Get to stepping. So that's where we at.
Yeah.
Did the game change in scheming or Jimmy's and Joe's? We had the Jimmy's and Joe's last year, 4-8. Now we got guys who not Jimmy's and Joe's, but that can play. I think some of the scheming and whatnot changed. But
we didn't have the Jimmy's and Joe's. The offensive line wasn't good.
I could play today because if the quarterback want to throw the ball, I'm going to be open. I don't know how Van feels. No, because Van is going to play a more aggressive coverage. All right, he ain't going to play no soft-ass coverage on corner. So, no, yes, we could play today. There's nothing in today's game I couldn't do.
In my prime?
Yeah, my prime. I ain't saying right now.
No, right now. In my prime, I want people to understand. This is what I want people to understand. When I played, it was pro-style offense. Two backs, I strong, I weak, tight end, flanker, X. Pro-style, flanker, X, tight end. That's all you had. And two backs in backfield. People didn't pass the ball that much. I had 8 picks for a career. If I played now, I guarantee I have over 15 in 3 years. Just the amount of opportunities that you get with the ball thrown.
They ain't lined up in I formations no more.
No. The best we got was split back. That's the best situation. Split back, doubles or twins with a backside receiver. That's the most you got when I played. Florida was the only team that, in Georgia to a point, that went 4 wides consistently. That's it. So I know I would have had over 10 picks.
And I might have had 2,000 and 2,000.
For sure.
Because these backs are getting 17 carries. My 10 carries a game, I don't know if anybody even knows that where I ran with 10 carries. I only had 10 carries a game, dog, in my career.
And we get 4 extra games for our career.
Could I get but they're taking the cupcake away though. So they talking about next year the cupcake. Hey, you give me that cupcake?
No, give me another.
Huh?
We only had 2 when I played. You get 3 now.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm saying, but now we're going to 9 SEC games. So that cupcake is being taken back away from them. So you gotta get your grits against SEC component, SEC people. So you look at their stats, man. You played 11 games, didn't go to no 1-to-1 bowl game.
1 bowl game. No. I didn't because I was a freshman. I didn't go to a bowl game when I was contributing. No.
Point being opportunities. 11 games, 1 bowl game. They got 12 games. The 12 game is a cupcake. And you get a bowl game. So you got 1 game.
You get 2 extra games.
So in 4 years, that gives you 8 extra games.
Yeah. That's half a season. Dang. Hey,
man, I'm gonna get back in shape. I'm gonna go and show some of these young punks.
I say right now, I end up with 12 plus picks. A whole season almost.
Yeah. Especially with defensive fronts they got. Defensive fronts we got.
Especially the way they pass the ball. Yeah, I'm getting the 15. I think I get the 15.
Yeah.
And 2 pick sixes instead of 1.
If you catch the ball, I give you. I'm with you. Give you benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give you benefit of the doubt. All I need to do, and you know what? I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna work with you for a month and make sure you catch it. Once you catch it, and not for all that, then we got you.
It's different catching, Anthony. When I played wide receiver in high school, when I played wide receiver at the All-Star game, I didn't drop a ball. It's different catching from a defensive back. It's different. It is.
I'm gonna show you my defensive stats one day. My high school and college defense. Hey, once you get the ball in your hands, now you offensive player.
See,
you probably was never truly an offensive player, man.
No, I want you to understand. All my picks except 2, I got no return yards because I was
falling down. Yeah.
No, because the way I was taught is you secure the receiver first before you step in front.
Absolutely.
So I only had 2 situations where I could clearly bisect the ball and not be touched.
You ain't have faith in yourself.
No. Well, I was conservative because I want to make sure that motherfucker didn't catch the ball. So I had a lot of diving picks. I had a lot of stretch out or going over somebody's back. I didn't have too many stepping fronts.
Paul. All right, man.
Yeah, let's get about it.
We appreciate y'all, man, for joining us, man. I'm gonna ask AI to show what it looked like if Van and I played in this day and age. Me at 200 pounds? Ooh, if I was 200 pounds, Mo Williams wasn't even 200 pounds. I was 200 pounds. Come back next week, man. I'm gonna try and get the locker. We're gonna try and get the locker back to where the locker's supposed to be because there's so much turmoil. We're gonna try and get some former players in here, man. We're gonna beef this thing up to. We're gonna beef this thing up to where people can come in here and hear their locker. Somebody emailed me earlier and said, "What's the name of your podcast?" That's what we're gonna watch. And I was like, "We cuss a lot," and I was like, "Oh." And I was like, "I'm saying the whole premise of the show is that there is a locker room conversation. Now, mind you, we are inviting y'all in, but this will be saying in the locker room. That MF man, so and so what." So that's where it's at. But we do appreciate y'all. I might say, I might try and get R2 on, man. I ain't never seen R2 on nobody's podcast or whatever. I'm sure we can get, we're gonna get a couple guys on, man. We're gonna see what they think about the state of the program. Man, keep joining us, man. We appreciate y'all. Mash on that like button. Mash on it. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Bring your people along with you. And let's keep it joined, man. And if you want the coach out, man, go ahead and pony up, man. Get the money together. Reach out to about 40 millionaires and see if they'll give y'all $1 million a piece, which that's a pretty simple investment. But you're going to need it in 60 days because we want to try and do something we never done before. And we don't want the person who brought us halfway there to continue to do it. We'll be back next week. We appreciate y'all. Peace out.